You know that feeling. When someone is there, really there, but also not quite. They text you every day. They make you laugh. They look at you like you matter. But something feels off. You cannot put your finger on it. It is just there. In the silence between messages, in the way they avoid certain questions, in the warmth that comes and goes like weather, you start noticing things. Small things. How they reply fast one day and disappear the next. How they make plans but never too far ahead. How they say I like you but never I want you. How you feel like a priority in private but an option in public. Your mind starts working overtime. You replay conversations. You analyze every word, every pause, every emoji. Was that too much? Did I push too hard? Maybe I am overthinking. Maybe they are just busy. Maybe it is me. And that is exhausting. Because you are not asking for grand promises. You are not demanding a wing. You just want to know where you stand. You want to feel safe. You want to stop guessing. But here's what happens in a situationship. The uncertainty becomes your normal. You learn to live in the gray. You tell yourself it is fine. That you do not need labels. But you are cool with taking it slow. But deep down something aches. Because you are giving pieces of your heart to someone who keeps one foot out the door. And the worst part, you cannot even name the pain. There is no breakup, no clear ending, just a slow fade, a gradual distance, and you are left wondering what went wrong. When did it shift? Was it something I said? Let us talk about what is really happening, because understanding this is the first step to freeing yourself. When someone says they are not ready, or they need space, or they just got out of something, those are not necessarily lies. They might be honest. But here's what those words often hide. Unhealed wounds, unfinished healing, fears they have not faced yet. Maybe they have been hurt before. Maybe they have attachment wounds from childhood. Maybe they have never learned how to be truly vulnerable. Maybe they want connection, but terror pulls them back the moment it gets real. And you cannot fix that for them. No amount of love, no amount of patience. No amount of waiting will heal their wounds. Only they can do that. Only when they are ready. Only when they choose to face it. But you are living in the fallout. You are the one feeling the push and pull, the hot and cold, the come here and go away, and it is tearing you apart. So what do you do? How do you navigate this without losing yourself? First, name what you feel. Do not minimize it. Do not tell yourself you are being dramatic. Say it out loud. This hurts. I feel confused. I feel unseen. I feel like I am waiting for someone who might never arrive. Your feelings are data. They are not weakness. They are your inner compass telling you something is off. Trust them. Second, communicate. Even if it is scary, even if you are afraid they will pull away, say what you need, not as a demand, as an invitation. I care about you, and I am feeling uncertain lately. I would love to understand where you are at. How are you feeling about us? Give them space to answer. Really listen, not to what you want to hear, but to what they are actually saying. And watch their actions, not just their words. Do they show up? Do they make effort? Do they meet you halfway? Because here is the truth. Words are easy. Anyone can say I like you. But consistency, effort, showing up, that is where truth lives. Third, set a boundary for yourself. Not to control them, to protect you. Say to yourself, I am willing to see where this goes. But I am not willing to wait forever. I deserve clarity. I deserve to feel chosen. I deserve someone who is as invested as I am. And that boundary, it is not a threat. It is self-respect. It is you saying, I matter too. Now here's the hard part. Sometimes after you communicate, after you set your boundary, nothing changes. They still hesitate. They still pull back. They still keep you in the gray. And that is when you have a choice. Do you stay and hope they will change? Or do you choose yourself and walk away? I know, walking away feels impossible. You love them. You see the potential. You remember the good moments, the laughter, the connection, the way they looked at you when it was just the two of you. But potential is not reality. And love should not feel like begging. It should not feel like you are constantly proving your worth. It should feel like safety, like ease, like home. If someone cannot meet you there, if they cannot give you what you need, that is not your failure. That is their limitation. And you are allowed to honor that. You are allowed to say, this is not enough for me, and walk. I know it hurts. I know it feels like losing something precious. But you are not losing them. You are losing the idea of them, the version you built in your head, the future you imagined. And grieving that is real. It is valid. Let yourself feel it. But here's what waiting in a situationship does to you. Over time, it erodes your self-worth. It teaches you that your needs do not matter, that your feelings are too much, that you should be grateful for crumbs. And that is not love. That is survival mode. And you are not made to survive love. You are made to thrive in it. So what does moving forward look like? It looks like choosing you every single day. It looks like redirecting your energy from waiting to living, from analyzing them to nurturing yourself. Spend time with people who make you feel seen. Do things that light you up. Remind yourself who you are outside of this connection, because you are not just someone who waits. You are someone who creates, who loves, who grows. And here is something important. Choosing yourself does not mean you close your heart forever. It means you open it to the right person at the right time, someone who is ready, someone who chooses you back, fully, willingly, without hesitation. And if that person is the one you are with now, they will show you, not with words, with action, with consistency, with effort. They will move toward you, not away. They will meet your vulnerability with their own. They will say, I am scared, but I want to try. But if they cannot, if they stay stuck, if they keep you in limbo, that is information, and you get to decide what you do with it. You can stay and hope, or you can leave and heal, and both are valid. But know this, staying in a situationship, hoping someone will change, is like standing at a bus stop, waiting for a train. It is not coming, and you are missing your own ride. So breathe. Feel the pain. Do not rush it. But do not let it define you either. You are more than this moment, more than this person, more than this uncertainty. Your life is happening now. Your growth is happening now. Your peace is possible now. Not when they are ready. Not when they choose you. Now. So choose you. Choose your peace. Choose your worth. Choose the life that is waiting for you. The one where you are not waiting. You are living, fully, freely, unapologetically. And if one day they come back, truly ready, truly willing, you can look at that moment with clarity. Not desperation, not need, but choice. Because you are not the same person who waited. You are someone who learned, who grew, who chose themselves. And that is the most powerful love story of all. Not the one where you waited for someone to choose you, but the one where you chose yourself, and in doing so, became someone who no longer needs to wait. You are worthy of love that is clear, love that is consistent, love that chooses you back, and that love exists. It is out there, or it is within you, waiting to be claimed. So claim it, today, not tomorrow, not when they are ready, today, because you deserve it, and you always have. In a situationship, there is often just silence. No explanation. No, it is not you. No, we do not match. Just distance. And that lack of closure keeps you emotionally trapped. Your brain hates unfinished stories. You keep replaying moments, messages, glances, hoping to finally understand. But because there was no clear ending, the pain lingers. It is like reading a book without the last chapter. And that is why it hurts more. Because you are not just grieving the person, you are grieving the potential. The trips you never took, the birthdays you never celebrated, the future you already built in your head. Psychologists call this grief over potential. And it is heavy because your mind keeps trying to solve the puzzle. What if I had said this differently? What if? In a real relationship, there is often a narrative, a beginning, a middle, an end. In a situationship, there is no plot, no closure. Your brain stays stuck in the what if loop, and that makes it harder to let go. There is another reason it hurts. Uncertainty creates emotional stress, relationship uncertainty. Doubt about how the other person feels or what your status is leads to more stress, more anxiety, even lower self-worth. In a situationship, you live constantly on edge. Do they like me? Why are they not responding? Are we exclusive? That constant scanning drains you. It is like your brain stays in alarm mode. In a real relationship, you usually know where you stand. Even if it is not perfect, there is a foundation of safety. In a situationship, there is not. And that chronic uncertainty, it hurts more than a clear breakup. And there is something else. Situationships can be addictive because of something psychologists call intermittent reinforcement. One day you get a flood of attention and affection. The next day, nothing. That unpredictability triggers dopamine. The same reward system as gambling. You keep hoping for that next high. And when it stops, it feels like withdrawal, like your addiction is abruptly broken without anyone acknowledging it was ever real. So what do you do when you feel this pain? When you feel stuck in the gray zone? First, speak your truth, even if it is hard. Even if your voice shakes. Say, I feel hurt. I feel confused. I need clarity. Because if you do not speak it, you create distance. And that is not what you want either. Communication is everything. Even if the other person is more closed off, even if they struggle to open up, small steps matter. You feel it best yourself. Trust your intuition. It is not your job to wait endlessly for someone who does not choose you. That hurts, but sometimes you have to choose yourself. Even if you love them deeply. Even if you do not want to lose them, sometimes the moment is not right. And you have no control over the other person's development, their healing process. You can only focus on your own path, and sometimes that path means letting go. Even if you want to be with them. If it is meant to be, you can choose each other later, but you have to allow each other full space to find out if you truly fit. Of course, it does not always go in a straight line, but there should be movement, effort from both sides. And it is painful to hear that you are not being chosen in this moment. That does not mean someone does not want you. It can mean they are simply not ready right now. And sometimes they cannot just fix that, or they do it consciously. It can be that one person is further along than the other, or that you are dealing with attachment fears from the past. Things that still need healing. You cannot help with that. Someone has to realize it themselves when they are ready to work on it. And that only happens with willingness, with awareness of the problem. They decide when it is time for them, and it is up to you whether you want to wait during that period. But often you have already waited long enough, and giving each other space is not always wrong. It can give you peace, without sitting endlessly in the waiting room. You can also choose yourself, give yourself rest. And if the time ever comes in the future, it is up to them to indicate that they want to choose you, that they are willing to fully let you in, to explore together if you are a match. And of course, that is easier said than done. In your head, you can say you do not want to wait, but in reality, you go through phases. Phases where you still hold on to hope, and you give yourself space when you are a no. To think about whether you actually can or want to enter a relationship with them in the future. Questions like, how are they feeling? Do they miss me? Are they going to work on it? Will they come back to me eventually? Or is it better this way? Those questions play in your mind, but you unfortunately have no visibility. The future will tell, and you should focus on your own life, living your own life, accept the rest, and try to move forward. If the time ever truly comes, you will hear it yourself. The only thing you have agreed with yourself is that you will not wait anymore. Of course, hoping is okay in the beginning, but ultimately, you want to move toward your own life. If they eventually do knock on your door and say they want to choose you, you can still look at that moment, but that does not mean you will still be available. Not being chosen feels like rejection, and that pain is real. But you are not broken. You are not too much. You are not too sensitive. You are human, and your heart is allowed to feel deeply. So here is what you can do. Start small. Write down what you need. Say it out loud to yourself first. I need clarity. I need consistency. I need to feel safe. Then, when you are ready, share it. Not as an accusation, not as a demand, but as an invitation. This is what I am feeling. This is what I need. How does that land for you? And if they cannot meet you there, if they cannot give you what you need, that is information, not failure, not a reflection of your worth. Just information. You deserve someone who chooses you, not just when it is convenient, not just when they are lonely, but consistently, fully, willingly. And if that is not this person right now, that does not mean it will never be. It just means not now. And not now is okay, because your life is happening now. Your growth is happening now. Your peace is possible now. So breathe. Let yourself feel the pain. Do not rush it. Do not minimize it. Your feelings are valid. Even if there was no label, even if there was no title, what you felt was real. And real pain deserves real care. Be gentle with yourself. Take up space. Speak your truth. And trust that when the right person is ready, really ready, you will not have to convince them. You will not have to wait. You will not have to question. It will be clear. It will be mutual. It will be safe. And until then, choose you. Every single day. Choose your peace. Choose your growth. Choose your worth. Because you are not waiting for someone to complete you. You are becoming someone who knows their value. And that is the most powerful love story of all.